What's going on, guys? Welcome to the second game of the tournament. With me, as always,
Co-host Dave.
so the submarine has begun. First game against Empire left me with 8 Weasley points. Turns out,
Turn
My-
off.
turn off. Turns out, my chariots aren't meant to flee. They meant to charge.
Or at least stay.
So let's see if I learned my lessons or not. But who are we gonna face? Yeah, we're back at it. Time to guess the enemy.
Wait. The fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? Oh,
Is this your attempt at Silver Elves?
wait, I'm gonna. Okay, we back again. Can you guess?
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Dinosaurs!
It's the dinos.
This is quality editing right here.
Oh yeah. No, we're still getting used to the software. You know, it's been a year since we did this. Let me just double check if we played, man. Don't wanna fuck this up. It's played, man. Almost 2 minutes just to get the intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so second game. It's deployment type is Dawn Assault, and the objective is King of the Hill. All right. So rolling up against Saurian Ancient. Let's go through the list as usual. Then David will make his professional prediction, and then we start. So what he got? He got 3 of them. We're going left to right. No, Rhamphodon riders. You know, the lizard flying dudes, fuckers.
Alright, nice.
They put frogs in your units and bite your head off.
Oh, the frenzied ones. Okay.
Yeah. Then he has 15 skinks with a Caiman unit.
Okay.
Behind them, it's one unit of 2 spearbacks. Then he has 15 more skinks with a Caiman unit, and then it's 2 more spearbacks, 1 unit of 2. Then he has a cowboy with a 1-up for a regen with great weapon, strength 7. Then he has a Taurosaur, and with engine of the ancient. You know how that works?
Roughly.
5-up ward to everything within 6. He can
Against shoot, right.
Against range.
Against range.
And he can switch that effect to minimize casting values or a metal shifting hit or D3 or something like that.
Alright.
The other dude, the model doesn't look very scary, but it's a scary model. It's a scary dude. It's like a fighty lord on Alpha Carnosaur.
Alright.
It's been, I don't know if I have ever faced him, but basically what he got. Do you know how he works, or should I go over it real quick?
Yeah, the Alpha Carnosaur is right. He gets bonuses to charge against flying and gigantic, I think. And
Exactly. He has D3 wounds, strength 7, and reroll once to hit. And and the guy on top has touch of greatness with like a holy bird, so like 5 strength 7 attacks or something like that.
Oh, sweet.
And he also or it's 6 strength 6, something like that. I don't care. And he has Starfall shard that gives him Fireborn and hard target.
Okay.
1 unit of 2 Salamanders, 15 more skinks with a Caiman, and 15 more skinks with a skink mage. And I actually really like this magic setup. Like a lot of people run this LAN, which is great, but also cost a lot. He got surprisingly a lot for a little.
Okay.
Used to have a little, now I have a lot. I'm still from the block. No, but it was like an adept on shamanism, but with Sun Tablet, so he can choose whichever spells he wants. So he can choose Totemic Summon and Break the Spirit, for example. Then he is on a Palanquin, so he got the number 1 spell automatically. So he got Awaken the Beast.
Alright.
And he has magical heirloom, so he also got the hereditary, which is D6 strength 5 or D6 strength 6.
Isn't magical heirloom like dominant kind of thing?
Don't think so. Don't know.
So basically, you got 4 spells.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 spells.
Alright, so he's kidding.
Yep. Yeah, you see my deployment. So let's. Oh, new rule about the prediction. So first game, David predicted 12-8 to me, and it was a 12-8 to my enemy. So his prediction was 4 points off. So right now he's -4. The goal through this tournament is for David's prediction can't be more than 3 points off, plus or minus. So what's your prediction for this game?
Alright, so basically Dawn Assault doesn't matter now, but King of the Hill, you get to choose.
Yeah, so I chose the forest in the middle, and he chose the hill. I chose side, and yeah, I chose side. We went back and forth on deployment a little bit, then I dropped all for first turn.
Okay.
Also, you see, there's the hill in the middle is really big, so it's blocking a lot of from shooting and stuff.
Alright. It's a scary list, that's for sure. But in the end of things, the Skinks probably won't cause you a lot of trouble. The Taurosaur, whatever it's called, it's quite potent against the chariots, but I don't think that will be enough, so I will give you 14 points.
14-6.
14-6.
If you're also making predictions, drop them in the comment down below. Let's see if you dare. So basically, me going into this matchup, like on paper, I like the matchup because he doesn't have pyromancy. I want to fight against monsters with my prince, even though these are strong monsters. And my Quicksilver Lash can take out his BSB in like one spell. Yeah. So he really needs to hide his BSB. It's the cowboy. But I always get scared when I see like someone doing like MSU with like not a Sylvan's army, like they run like a lot smaller units, because I always feel like I would never be able to win with so small units. So when I see another opponent like bring a lot of them, I just feel like he's better than me.
Yeah, he knows something that you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, on paper those units can't beat any of my combat units, but he still brings. It just feels like I'm gonna get fucked up. So on paper, I like the matchup, but what do you say? I both fear and love him, like my father.
What? You went deep, like your father.
No, but that's a saying, you know, when you have respect for like one's father.
No, it's not.
It's a fucking saying, man.
I both fear. Who the fuck fears? And
don't you want to watch movies, man? People say that.
No, alright, fuck it. Instead of typing the results in the comments, please, have you ever heard of that saying?
Please, drop some knowledge on him, man. Okay, so but basically we went back and forth, because that big hill in the middle was gonna determine like a lot where you can shoot and stuff. But when I saw that I at least will have, I think it was when he dropped his Spearbacks here together with a Salamander Skink block, I knew okay, I will at least be able to take out them,
Yeah.
even if he hides with the rest. So then I dropped all my shooting.
Fine.
Deployment looks like this. Mage is with the shooting, BSB is with the Spearman at the moment. My Flame Wardens is further off on the flank. I thought they might be need to run off somewhere and they don't need panic. BSB reroll because they are fearless. Yeah, that's it. Going into my turn 2, turn 1. So basically I move up. In the middle I can move up freely because he is out of line of sight from everything. My shooting just move up, so like my Queen's Guard move up, so my archers can be in range from that unit of spear. I want to take out his Spearback. I want to focus on his shooting because they scare me, and basically I put all my shooting and magic on them, and like I think I roll a little under average, so I don't kill them, but they panic off the board. Good enough for me. So my turn 1, I take out a unit of Spearbacks. I'm very satisfied with that. I think average is I do a bit more wounds to them, but they don't flee. And yeah, rest looks like so. So basically we're gonna I don't really know, I haven't decided yet if I don't think I want to take a charge from the Steg and the Alpha Carnosaur at the same time.
No, you don't.
But if one of them charges me, then I don't even need a charge. I would like to bait him to charge me with only one, or of course if I get the charge, I will take it on any one of those. I don't fear the cowboy either because my ring just turns off his death cheater and I kill him.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a dead Spearback. And his turn. So his Rhamphodon riders move up, of course.
For the viewers and for me, where's the toad?
He put the toad in both my infantry blocks. So in Spearman, I thought I forgot. He have another, you see to the right?
Yeah.
Another unit of 3 Rhamphodon riders. So he has 2 units of 3, and he put a frog in Spearman and a frog in Flame Wardens.
Alright. Sweet.
And they work independently of, like, let's say his right one put a frog. His right one can charge either one of those units and still benefit from the frog.
Alright, the frog is still there.
Yeah. So his turn 1. He moves the skink unit to the left behind the piece of impassable. Just don't want to sacrifice it. Move up with his Rhamphodon riders to the left to charge my bolt throwers. The rest of his army kind of spread out behind the hill, like so. If I go up on the hill, he can charge me. And yeah, just staying out of my shooting, basically. That's his turn 1. And his right unit of Rhamphodon riders fly behind the piece of impossible there. So my turn 2. Let's see if I'm not missing anything. Okay, we're skipping pictures here. With my turn 2, my shooting wipe out that unit of Rhamphodon riders. They only have toughness 3, 2 wounds each, but they do have hard targets. But they're not that hard. Here I think I edge a little closer, but I'm baiting him. Basically, his Steg has Swift Stride, base move 6. His Alpha Carnosaur has base move 7, and his BSB has 7. I have 8. So I keep putting it on a 9-inch charge for me. So that's 10 on his Alpha Carnosaur, 11 on his Steg.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bait him there, and if he takes it, I'm betting he fails with 1, and I'm winning that trade.
Alright.
This must be my turn 3. So he didn't take the bait. He kept like inching back. Like I moved up a little bit, he moved back a little bit. So basically now my princes are not on the hill, and I turned all my shooting because his right unit of Rhamphodon riders is. You see them in the field. They flew up.
Yeah.
In my turn 2, I just turned my flame wardens, so like if he charged them, it would be in the front.
Okay.
And then instead of charging them, he flew closer. It seems, yes. Oh no, he tried to charge and failed. Maybe I don't remember. Sorry. We were further apart, so he flew up there. My flame warden moved up, like you see now. They stayed precisely out of 8. How was it? No, I measured up. So when he moved up with his salamanders there, I was exactly outside of 20 because he can march 12, shoot 8.
Okay.
And he marched up 12, but he can't shoot me at the moment.
All right.
And now I turned all my shooting here to wipe out those Rhamphodon riders, because everything else was basically out of range. And then he marched up with his spear salamanders.
Alright.
He also moved up his spearbacks on the hill, and here I'm thinking he's just trying to bait me, or he's obviously trying to bait me, because if I charge them and reform or overrun, I will stop on the other unit of skinks, and he will triple flank charge me in the ass.
Yep.
So it's still a good move, even though I know what he's doing. I can't do like anything about it, and while they're on the hill they can shoot me. So this must be my turn 3. Yeah, okay, movement looks like so. I'm basically gonna try magic and shooting. Depending on how the magic go, we'll see what my target is for shooting. I can shoot the salamanders, but it's through forest, so it will be soft cover for majority. Archers and mage can only see the Rhamphodon riders. Basically, I kill the Rhamphodon riders, and I kill the Rhamphodon riders. His turn 3, he goes to town on my spearmen. You see, I've lost about a little more than half of the unit against magic, spearbacks, and salamanders. And so this is after his movement turn 3. So he marches. So my princess decided to jump back. No, this is after my move. Okay, so we're like so between here. This is my turn 3 movement. This is my turn 4 after movement. Okay.
Okay.
So his turn 3, he moves up with marches up with the salamanders to shoot the spearmen. He moves up with the spearback, so they can't shoot. And rest of his army also moves up like so. Okay, so my counter to that. So you see that the salamander, the skink block on the hill. My princess could have charged them, but then taking a bunch of counter charges. So my counter to that was like the chariot. One jumps out between this skink, this spearback unit, and then the other jumps after and joins the unit again. So that's how I could squeeze through that hole between the spearbacks and the spearmen.
Okay.
So like one jumps out like only 7 inches, so the other one have enough move to follow with 8 inches and still join the unit, something like that. So I squeeze through there. I don't take the charge. My reavers, I could have used them because here I give him a flank with his skinks on my princess. I could have used the reavers here to chaff them, but basically I thought it wouldn't be needed because I think I just didn't want to sacrifice those points yet. I thought like I might need them more, even though I need them now, I might need them even more later.
Alright.
So I move like so, and I march up aggressively with the flame wardens charge the salamanders, kill them and overrun like so.
Okay.
So here basically he did a very aggressive move, trying to trap me, and I had to either charge him or try to like do a counter move. And this was the best. Like, it's not waterproof. He can still charge me, but it's a lot tighter. Like, I think the charges he can charge me with his steg and his Alpha Carnosaur, the princess, but he has to charge like the spearbacks out of the way, and I put it like an. It's like an on a 9 for both, so he should fail one of them or something like that.
All right.
And if he fails or doesn't take the charge, I can counter charge and stuff like that. So in his turn, this is a better picture. He also have done a really good job in making sure I have trouble reaching him with my BSB Quicksilver Lash on his BSB all game. So let's see what he does. This is like the pivotal phase. His turn 4. Here it's a lot of charges, all of this. So Steg charges, we go left to right. Skink charges the flank of Princess. Steg charges front of Princess. Salamanders, they had precisely enough room to wheel, so they can charge the Spearman just to get out of the way. So Alpha Carnosaur also charged the Princess. That's all the charges, and I hold, and he makes it with everything but the Alpha Carnosaur.
Sweet.
So I'll take it, no problem.
And that's it. Game over.
Game over. It's too bad I didn't take pictures because it was quite a bit left. What happened was
We switched to a podcast.
So the spearmen, of course, they just kill the spearbacks,
Of course.
and the fight with my princess against his skinks and steg could have turned. Like, he was unlucky not getting the prince charge, no, the Alpha Carnosaur both in, or like 50-50, but he could have, and it would have helped. But I fluff like crazy versus the skinks and the Taurosaur.
Okay.
I do like maybe 2 wounds to this Taurosaur, and
The steg.
yeah, they are called Taurosaurs now.
Oh.
Steg. Do like 2 wounds to the steg with 8 attacks from the princess.
Alright, so one hit.
1 hit.
And one. Oh.
And I do like 1 wound to the skink.
Oh.
Something like that. Basically, the way it worked out was I was down. I lost combat by 3, I think. So he has a charge, a big flank, a rank. Yeah, so he has 4. So if I did 2 wounds to him, he did 1 wound to me. I did 2, something like that. So when that happened, I was like, why the fuck didn't I shaft the skinks? But I thought I should have killed a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it still was risky. But I stuck on that.
Alright.
So I did barely any wounds, but I stuck, and that's great. So my turn 5, my spearmen can't really. Why didn't they charge? They don't charge the guys on the hill because they will get counter charge. No, the Taurosaur is shafting them, of course. So I reform to face the rest of the army. My flame wardens, that's here at the moment. His Alpha Carnosaur failed charged to get out of line of sight from the flame wardens, I think. So I tried to charge the skinks behind. No. He failed shot with his alpha Carnosaurs. His skink blocked to the right. The mage jumps out and he marched up with them to shaft the flame wardens.
Oh.
So I can't flank charge the alpha Carnosaur. So I charge the skink unit, kill them. In this combat against the stag and the skink unit, I get flaming swords up. And this was a real not funny moment, but trickery. It was trickery. So I get flaming swords up on them, and this time I don't roll under average. So 8 attack from the princess and the crews with flaming sword.
Yeah.
I do 10 wounds to the Taurosaur. He's double dead. And then I do a few wounds to the skinks. And actually, I think I don't turn to face the skinks because I'm expecting him to charge in his alpha Carnosaur next turn, and I want both. No, I turn to face the skinks because I know either way he will challenge or I will challenge.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to. Both will not get to fight him.
Yeah.
So I turn and I make sure it's my general to the right.
Alright.
His turn. He's like, okay, fuck it. Am I just gonna conserve the points here? Call it. Neither of us got the objective at the moment. Or am I gonna charge in and try to kill the princess? I'm only gonna fight against one. He will go in with 5 attacks that has D3 wounds and 5 more attacks. So that's 10 attacks, turn 7, all that stuff. He's I think this is when he remembers I have flaming sword up on them.
Yeah.
And he has Fireborn.
Oh.
So he charges in. It's yeah, let's go. We go into combat. He says challenge. I accept it. At the time, I think my prince has taken a wound or something like that, my general, and the other one hasn't. So I accept with the one that's not in base contact with him.
Alright.
That is full wounds. And I say, my ring turns off your Starfall shard. You're not Fireborn. And he's like, fuck. So I hit him on 3s, wound him on 3s, multiple wounds.
Oh.
And I kill him dead.
You kill him dead.
I kill him dead. And
Ring of the Pearl Throne, everybody.
basically, we were running out of time. I don't remember exactly how it looked. He was nowhere near my objective zone. I was near him, but it was a lot of stuff there, so he might have been able to shaft me. And so we ended it at turn 5.
Alright.
And we drew on the objective.
Okay.
So I couldn't. I was like, I might, but I don't think I don't think there was a lot of spearmen left or something like that. So we drew on the objective, but I was up on points. And the funny thing is, what do you think? How big do you think the points difference is?
It hasn't been major. His general is dead. His BSB is alive. I don't know. Yeah.
The funny thing is, this was a pretty bloody game, but I did surprisingly good job of conserving points because he took 0 points from me. He hasn't killed anything.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Even my reavers are alive here, both my princes are alive. He didn't kill anything, and I took 3,000 from him.
Oh, Christ.
But it was it ended 16-4.
Fuck.
So we drew on the objective, so that's 17-3 without the objective, and I was like, I think you need 3,150 for a 17, so I got a 16. So 16-4. And
good game for you, bad game for me. God damn.
Bad game for you, man. Okay, thanks for watching. We're gonna pause it here. But coming up is game 3.